what's going on, guys? Basically making this video to help you in the future with finding websites on Flippa. If you don't know what Flippa is, it's basically a website where people sell other websites, right? So last night I was going to buy a website and I ended up going to sleep and it sold in the morning, and I wasn't too happy because I really wanted this website. So I'm going to start from the start and basically explain what I found and why I wanted it. So I found this website on Flippa called maincoon.org, and this is a famous cat. And I had a lot of interest in this because the stats were really good. Like, it's 7 months old, it's getting super steady organic traffic. Financials not very good, he's making $5 off AdSense, which is alright, I guess. But the traffic really caught my eye, and it caught my eye because it had an average bounce rate, which was good. It's normally websites on here are 80 plus, but this caught my eye. Organic search. The organic search was over 70%, which is what I look for when I'm buying websites. Referral and directs, I don't really mind, but it's not really worried about that right now. Social, this guy doesn't have any social accounts or anything. So this really caught my eye, and I started to do some digging into the website. First thing I did was look at it, of course, and we'll load it up here. I liked the design. It's quite clean. There's not too much stuff on here. I would probably do the sidebar up a lot more, put some social stuff up here. Went through all the categories, everything's sweet. I would probably get rid of the AdSense. The reason is there's not much money in it on this niche. I'll show you soon. So I'll get rid of the AdSense. My next thing, what I did was I did a speed test. So I went to main. The reason I did this is because I want to check to see if there's anything I can possibly fix, or anything that's going to be hard to fix and going to cause me more problems or more work. This is analyzing real quick for me. And this is okay. It does need a lot of improvement. I usually like to have my sites over 90% on both of these. And I don't worry about this too much right now because I can always fix all this. But what I do look at is things like this. So he's got issues with 404s here. But see, the main issue is all this, and I suspect it's... So these are images. Right, and what this means is he hasn't optimized his images or compressed them and stuff like that, and this really kills the speed. And in 2015, speed's quite important for ranking. Google does take it into consideration, but these aren't major problems. These can be fixed. So right now it's looking good. Okay, I have an issue here. Right, see, I seem to have issues with AdSense with this website. There seems to be some issues there. So that wouldn't bother me because I wouldn't be using AdSense, right? So after I check the speed, I basically want to check competition, what it's ranking for. So I put Maine Coon in the search bar, but what happens is it usually gives the stuff from your country. Like, it's personalized. Google personalizes this for your country, right? And I don't want to see that. So what I do is I use Market Samurai to bring up the top 10, and I click view in Google, and it brings up America or worldwide. What I did now is I went to my Moz toolbar. I've got a Moz toolbar, and this shows the authority and how much links are linking back. So I would probably have no chance of ranking in the top 5 unless I really put some work in. But this one, I could probably outrank that. I haven't actually looked at that site yet, but this one is the one I had a look at, and I think I could definitely outrank this. I mean, it's not the design's average. It's the only thing that's really probably keeping it going is all these shares. But one thing that caught my eye was all the Pinterest stuff. This basically tells me that it's popular on Pinterest, and I could use that to my advantage. But I could easily redesign my site to look better than this, and I could easily rank it over time. And this is nothing really here either. So I could definitely probably get in the 6th, 7th, 8th position without too much work. So that's a good thing. The next thing I was wanted to do was check backlinks because this guy has said in his description that there's been no search engine optimization work, and he's getting these great stats. Where are we? These great stats. So this is a good thing because basically all the hard work's done, right? He's set up the website, he's let it do its thing. You've started to get a little bit of authority from the traffic and all that sort of stuff. So I checked the backlinks, and he's right. He's got absolutely no backlinks. So there's not much authority really, but the point is you're getting traffic naturally, which once you start to post new content, you're going to create authority and backlinks super easy because people are going to be sharing your stuff and link it to their friends and stuff like that. So this is a good indication. I mean, it's got no backlinks really. Now the next thing I wanted to do was products. What can I sell on this website? Like, what's my plan? And if you go, I went to the bottom. He had a list of businesses that he contacted that would want to list their stuff on his site. And this is a good way to make money. You know, you could charge them to list their stuff. So this is a great option here. And this all had like 300 connections or something that came with the auction. So you can't go wrong there. But my main selling point was going to be Amazon affiliates, right? So I'm going to just go into my tool here that I use and go cats. And what I did is I looked at basically what's selling, what's hot, and we've got, oh sorry, this is Google, I messed it up again. So we've got all this stuff here. I actually looked at one before. You know, we've got cat toys we can put in. You know, I looked at one before and it was cat bowls. Good, cat bowls. You know, we've got some stuff here. The prices aren't really high enough for me. I'd probably want to do more high-end products, but it's very hard in this niche because you know, pet stuff is so cheap nowadays. It's hard to really get the high-end products unless you're doing dog kennels and stuff like that. You know, so you've got bowls here. We've got cat toys. Yeah, so we've got cat toys here. So the point is, like, my plan for this website would be to get rid of all the AdSense. I mean, you don't need it. If you're making $5 a month off it, there's no point. It's just sitting there. Looks unattractive. People tend to leave sites more when they see this kind of stuff because it doesn't feel like they have a connection with the website. I've done a lot of studies on it, and it seems to be the case. So what I would do is maybe if I bought this, I would do the theme up a little bit. I would look at getting some products and getting some social accounts going onto forums and advertising, putting it in your forum signature, building up a connection with people that are interested in the cats. You know, getting your article guy to write funny things about cats, tips, tricks, how to care for your pets, or if you want to do it yourself, that's fine. Probably upload 3 to 4 articles a week, maybe 4 at the most. Otherwise, you're putting in a lot of time, and you don't really need to put in too much time with these because they're going to initially start to rank themselves over time. See, this site's already got some good, you know, it's already got a 15 domain rank. It's got page authority, page authority is 22, Moz ranks 4.98. I mean, there's some good stats you can work off. So we've got products. I've got you know, I had a plan. Everything was all good, right? So the next thing I did is ask questions, and don't ever be afraid to ask questions because you're the person that's potentially going to buy the product. You need to know as much information as you can. So the first question I asked was, you know, have you got a buy now? And the reason I asked this is because most of the time the people will put up, the seller will say, yeah, sure, I've got a buy now. And they'll put up a buy now that is undervalued because they don't really have an idea of how valuable their site is. And I haven't bought much off Flippa. I've only bought one site, but on a lot of other sites, people put up a buy now for say $200, but the site's worth $1,000 in my eyes because, you know, or I've had it valued at that. So always ask for a buy now, and if they put one up, you can buy it before the big players come in and start getting that auction price up, right? Second question you want to ask is if you can get access to the webmaster's account. And you can get access. If someone tells you that, oh, I don't use webmasters, or you can't get access, then just leave, because everyone uses webmasters. 90% of people use it, and you can get restricted access. So I just said, do you have a list of keywords for the ranking? Because I don't want to be direct and say, let me go into your webmasters, because it's a bit rude. And he said, sure, I'll add you to the webmasters. So what that did is it gave me restricted access to the website, right? I haven't got many screenshots of it because I didn't take any, but I could go in and search for the search inquiries, and for these it had about 200-300 keywords, and for probably about 20% of them it was ranking on the first page, and not all of them had high search traffic, but it was still enough to kind of keep me interested. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is the reason I wouldn't be using AdSense on this website is because I did a bit of research, and there's not really any money in it. I mean, this is New Zealand dollars, so click per cost in America would be about 50, 58, and it's not that great to me. It's a low. Mediums are okay. You want to get into the mediums and that. So AdSense is all right, but not till later. You want to kind of start establish your audience, establish some products, get a game plan. And I'm saying this only if you actually plan to grow the site. I mean, if you want to buy it and rank it and just leave it and get AdSense for micro niche, that's fine. But I'm talking about growing a site to for future business, so you can make $2,000, $3,000, $1,000 a month. And this had a high competitiveness, but this doesn't matter because I'm probably not going to ever rank in the main one, because you've got these brands here, and these sites are probably going to have a lot of authority. I actually have an interest in this one. Yeah, see, well this is the same site I was talking about. I could probably outrank that, and like I said, get up to the maybe 8 or 9 on the top 10. But I'm not going. There's no way I'm going to get anywhere past 5 unless I really, really put some hard work in with the SEO. So basically, that's what I've that's how you find a diamond in the rough on Flippa. You look at the stats. The stats are good. They lots of organic traffic. They have a genuine reason for selling. He was selling because he's just got too many websites. That's fair. That's fair enough. But this is the fatal mistake I made. He put a buy now up, and I was ready to buy it. But then I thought to myself, well, do I really need another website? I'm going to go to bed and think about it. And I wake up in the morning and it's sold. And the thing is, I was going to buy it no matter what, but I was just thinking to myself, well, do I really need it? Even though I was going to buy it. So what I'm trying to say is, if you find a diamond in the rough on Flippa or any other website, and they put up a buy now, and you really want that site, and you have a game plan in action, and just buy it. Don't hesitate, because I mean, $497 is a fair price. I think it's not too much. It's not too less. To me, in my country, it's about $700. So I would have been paying $700, but I planned to bring this site up to a $1,000, $2,000 a month website, right? So I would have made that back in 6 or 7 months. So yeah, what I'm saying is, don't hesitate, buy it, get into it, make some money, and work on that website. And this is a perfect example of something you should be looking into, even if you're not into cats. This is a super tight niche. It's about a breed of a cat. There's so much potential with this site. You could really do some damage and make some serious money. And by serious, I'm talking $2,000-$3,000 a month, and that's serious. That is serious when you're talking about Amazon products, because they don't have very high commissions. So or you could make an ebook about these cats, or get someone to write an ebook about it. You could sell it for $20, $10. There's opportunities are endless. So I hope this has helped you, basically given you some advice on making money online. Just find a good niche, a good site, or make a site, and I hope it goes well for you. And don't hesitate like I did, just buy it if you've got the money and you've got the plan.